All right.
Off
Ben
with
Wu.
your head.
What are the predictions? Total number of smoke ganks.
It's usually 0 to 1. I think the...
Well, we're going to have one right now, so if there's a kill that comes out of this,
oh yeah,
we're going to say 2 right now. The arrow's going to come out, will land on the ZYF. They're going to be able to get a lot of damage onto him, but he has a blink up in a second here, and will be able to get himself away. Nice double stun, though. Yao's going to be the next target. He's already dropped pretty low, and they will be able to finish him off. The Whirling Death just cuts down that strength hero down to size. They'll get a good stun and manage to get the kill in return onto Blink, but now a lot of damage onto Faith Beyond. Lines up the stun again onto Zhao Wei. They'll be able to take a second kill. Faith Beyond tries to take to the trees, hide himself away. Healing Salve and a Disruption is going to be able to save his life. A 2-for-1 exchange with Wings, also picking up the first blood. That is also true. The great fun of this patch. Well, you can't suicide to neutrals if you can't get there in time. Innocence is going to be caught here and taken down by the right clicks. Yao will be the one to pick up that kill. iceice sets himself up for the 2-minute rune.
Nice play by Xiaowei. He's doing a lot of damage, making these supports work to keep their safe lane secure and making sure that Yao gets his levels. He's level 3 at the moment, despite that brawl prior to the Horn.
We're going to see Zhao Wei deny himself, but in the meantime, he is going to be leaving Sand King all by his lonesome. He doesn't actually have the mana to be able to burrow strike up, and arrow's going to come and nails him. Iceice showing off his support, Mirana.
Got him good.
Got him real good.
Perfectly okay.
Yeah. He just wants levels, right? And Nyx Assassin is definitely a hero, an offlaner that
wants
does
to be
not.
able to pull.
Yeah.
I think is the most important thing. Like it's a given that he's going to get levels. It's more of a question of whether or not he's going to.
Nice idea here. LFY, they rotate Zhao Wei up to the top lane to punish Faith Beyond as he tries to push up against DDC, and it looks like they should be able to get this kill. Faith Bolt is being held on to. They just need a couple more right clicks. ZYF can blink in a second. He mangoes, TP's out. Oh God, he's going to dodge all of it until the right click comes in. They still managed to get that kill.
That was really close.
Yeah. Yeah, leave the things off here on the Shadow Demon. They're going to be able to get that stun. Follow-up arrow is going to land on a Yao. Looks like they can actually trade off kills here. Yao is definitely done for, and the Shadow Demon still managed to get out. Zhao Wei is going to be chased away by Shadow with that heavy right-click damage combined with the Shadow Demon's Soul Catcher. We're seeing this build all the time now on Shadow Demons, especially coupled up with the Mirana. It makes a lot of sense.
Also a good idea. However, Sand King doesn't have that much regen. He doesn't have a Clarity. He doesn't have a Mango. He doesn't have Arcanes, and his partner doesn't have Arcanes. They need to make each of these stuns count.
Should be a fairly easy kill. Most Innocents can do is
they're all coming in.
A second here, and maybe that second can actually allow them to be able to get a return kill. Zhao Wei is going to be cut off here by Blink. Denies him from being able to run to the river. Iceice is also nearby without the extra ice. Shadow starts going on the super here, but he is going to be EMP'd up. Thankfully, he's very tanky to the Death Pact, and they managed to catch him with the Chakram towards the end. Super ends up going down. So that extra second or two from the Shadow Demon would go into the enemy jungle and just kind of park his butt there.
I wonder what item he's going for. He has 1,800 gold.
Yeah.
So he's actually going for the older build, not the max. Not the max minus armor build.
Yeah, with Desolator. Faith Beyond, a little bit of trouble. Thankfully, the Cold Snap is worn off, but never mind. Yao's on the other side. He just right-clicks him, and that will be good enough. In the meantime, though, a much more important kill. Animate.
They're invading their top area, and as soon as the Clink gets his Orchid, it's going to be turned up a notch.
Double counterboard, as well as Dust is going to be able to spot out Faith Beyond as he tries to use the Vendetta to escape. Is going to be slowed down a bit, and thanks to the Spike Carapace, it looks like he might be okay. The Dust is just about to wear out. He gets a nice 3-man stun, but unfortunately Disruption also laid out. He will be taken out by the ultimate as well as a combination with DDC. Managed to get the Fate Bolt out. Blink comes in, swoops in for the support kill, and now looks to chase for more. Into the tier 1 tower. Yao's going to be the target here. Gets perched up, dodges the arrow with a Burrow Strike and a stun onto Blink, but he will still end up going down, and Wings will translate that action into some pushing power onto this tier 1 tower. Big benefit of having a Clinks on your team.
It's going to be super slow. Clinks actually does not have his Orchid yet, so nor does he have a Blightstone.
Yeah.
So I don't even think this tower's going to die. Yao's pretty much up, and this will buy time for Anti-Mage to farm another lane. He's already moved to the mid lane, and he has a TP up, so he could kind of...
Oh dear. Well, if they automatically lose DDC, it becomes a whole lot easier. LFY now going to have to take on a 4 versus 5. They try and go into Shadow, but EMP is dodged.
wrong decision. It's very hard to like squeak out maybe like 100 more GPM. That's a lot to ask for. But
they leave 2 in mid. They're going to actually make a Moonlight Shadow rotation with their 2 supports, catch them from behind, and now the TP's come in after they've already taken down one of the supports, nailed the super with the arrow. The Invoker's going to end up going down as well. Nice rotation there. That very clearly caught LFY by complete surprise as they were showing 2 cores.
he's going for right now because they know that they need this.
This is a very important kill. Shadow gets caught by the counter ward as he tries to do something by himself solo, but gets caught and actually gives away a very important ability as well. DDC actually stole Skeleton Walk, which is not just great escape mechanism, but also can potentially...
Like treads or whatever it may be, or do they want to pressure that really, really hard with this Rubik scouting them out? It could be a big waste of time.
A pickoff on Shadow due to his over-aggression turns into almost a kill on the Timbersaw. Fortunately, the disruption will buy so much time they just blow up the Sand King again, showing off that Whirling Death and how powerful it is against strength heroes.
Yao has instead of trying to trade farms. So you can see like the decisions made by them over and over again is to go the more aggressive route, take as much control as they can because they can.
Got him. Faith Beyond, it gives them the walk away. Leshrac ends up going down due to the Chakram. Counter ward. They're going to bait out Shadow a little bit as he goes for the counter ward himself, tries to go for the Orchid on DDC. Innocence is ready to go at any point in time to disrupt, but it's just not necessary. They're going to get the kill on Yao, and disrupt on DDC will allow them to be able to pick up that extra kill on the side, and EMP will keep the rest of Wings from surging forward and catching any more members of LFY, but... A wand from Innocence, even through the EMP, will allow him to throw out the disruption, catching super. An Orchid goes down, but they do not have any follow-up disables until Faith Beyond's on the other side. He hits the stun, easily cleans up the Invoker. DDC lies in wait, but unfortunately, he did trying to see if he can stall up that Mirana. Not going to happen. Moonlight Shadow thrown down. Faith Beyond spotting out a lot of these heroes. The Vendetta, he's going to go on the super first. If Orchid goes out just a little bit too late, but it doesn't matter. They'll still manage to get super, and Yao's going to be forced back. Zhao Wei actually trying to clear through the creep wave, but Faith Beyond jumps into him with the to actually stop some of these pushes. And
definitely.
And that's on Zhao Wei, right? He's doing a great job just spamming out waves so much. Yao's going to be caught, though. Yao is going to be done so as the arrow nails him once again. This guy just seems to be a target dummy every single time.
Into this trap.
Maybe we will. Stun goes out. They are going to be able to combo it up. No Spike Carapace just yet, but the arrow's going to come in. Now the Spike Carapace goes down, and DDC, he's actually maybe going to be popped as well. The Leshrac, nailed by the arrow, had no hope whatsoever. Blink forward. Nice turnaround. DDC managed to get the stun though, so Faith Beyond's going to have to try and get a stun out of Invis, and I'm not sure if they could burst him down. We'll see. They're actually going to set up with the Spike Carapace into the Battle Fury, but bam! LFY inflate a trap of their own. They take down both, and now the Timbersaw has entered into the fray. Fortunately, they've got that Aegis, but a Clinks with an Aegis really doesn't amount to much. No death pack there, and he just gets taken apart by the magic damage. Fortunately, our Timbersaw is making a grand escape, but
I would consider acceptable. Yeah, they're like so low.
Nyx Assassin. Trying to set up this this stun. He's going to go for the Vendetta. Still managed to hit the stun after the Manta. EYF is going to be caught a bit here, but he's still able to get his blink away. They just do not have the lockdown. The Will Scepter goes down. They're going to try and lead this into another stun, but fortunately Impale isn't up just yet. They're just trying to slow down his retreat, and they do hit the Impale now, which means EYF will take it out by the pure damage of Link. Wings finally put a stop to this split, pushing and up on him. EYF tries to actually jump forward, but at the same time, Yao jumped backwards. They didn't have the vision. He gets 0 right clicks off on Shadow. Now Shadow's popped his BKB, goes straight for ZYF, and they will be able to execute him. Zhao Wei looks like he got nailed by an arrow, but they're trying to take more of these heroes in the mid lane. iceice under the attempt of a Chakram from Rubik is actually a successful one. He managed to get that kill. 1 for 2, but Wings ready to push high ground. And our Clinks is going to be the big damage dealer. I like that play. Faith Beyond, I think it made himself face backwards so he wouldn't be force-staffed into a situation he didn't want to be in. Exactly. Now the tier 3. Be chipped away, 35 seconds. Oh no, Super's going to be caught. This could potentially turn into so much more if Wings get the appropriate pickoffs. A big epicenter comes through, but it's just not quite enough. Both Faith Beyond as well as Blink will both survive, and Yao is the one to go down. They could have fought in 20 seconds when the Animage was coming back up, but they've just lost Super as well as Yao, and without those 2 cores for another 45 seconds, Wings will continue on their push. They're going to go for the bottom lane next.
Faith has just been ridiculous. He is one of the best offlane players. There's just such a big contrast between him and Yao this game.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't need help on top, and he's still able to come out like almost double of Yao's net worth and still have just much more effective plays with the Blink Dagger, whereas Yao got his Blink Dagger a little bit late, and even when he got it, he still couldn't really do that much. He hesitated a lot with the Blink out instead of actually going in that last fight, which I think really cost him. He was scared of the CKB, to be fair, but sometimes you just gotta go and die.
Yeah.
They didn't even put up a fighting chance in that last round.
Yeah, I mean, they just picked up that fresh Basher a little bit on